All right, let's presume you've gone through this future reality tree. You prove this injection is now going to give you that desired effect. Now what do? We have to execute it. Once you've validated that the injection is effective, you use that as the outcome and you say, all right, this is what we want to put in place. What are all of the key component tasks and steps and the obstacles we need to overcome in order to make this happen? In one or two key organizations, this was the implementation of critical chain project management. And as those of you who have been involved with critical chain know, or have been to Philip's course, you know that the implementation of critical chain, while it is an eminently sensible thing to do, is not an easy change to make in organizations because of the having to overcome traditional constrained thinking. So if you're going to try to execute something like implementation of a change, this is a really good tool to help you decide what has to be done, in what order, and what obstacles have to be overcome in order to get to that point. And that's the prerequisite tree, and that's its focus. This is your execution plan here. This is the concept verification. That's the execution plan. And finally, I called it 6 tools at the beginning, even though I said we're only going to teach you 5 today. That's because I'm not teaching you the last one. The last one is critical chain. If it is a complicated change, like the implementation of critical chain, you need to manage that as a project. And what better way to manage the implementation of critical chain than to use critical chain to manage its own implementation? Okay? And what do? You start initially with your prerequisite tree. You identify all of the key component tasks. You rotate this thing 90 degrees. You get rid of the obstacles. And now it becomes your execution network of activities. You put it together with the appropriate feeding buffers and project buffer, and bingo, you've got a critical chain project schedule for the implementation of your change. You can manage organizational change as a project effectively this way with a high assurance it will be done on time. And because of the critical chain aspect and because you have already verified it with the future reality tree, you have a high confidence that it's going to work. Okay. So these are the 6 tools of the thinking process.
Can I just stop? This is desperately a question we shouldn't discuss now. One of the things that the link with critical chain and these things and doing it and stuff is something I think a lot about. And what Bill has just presented, one of the beautiful things about it is it answers what I consider to be one of the main problems with critical chain is it doesn't up front study the question of, do I have the right project, do I have the right product?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to finish the project quickly on time. Great, but it was a stupid idea.
There's a saying.
Right.
There's a saying.
Bill at least starts with what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Before executing it, which people don't always do, right? I mean, right now we're trying to very quickly finish a plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the plane isn't a very good plane and has trouble taking off and might fall out of the sky is no longer the issue. We must just finish the project quickly. Right? And I'm not very happy about that, but they just want critical change to do it quickly, right? And I think, shouldn't you try and do a plane that works?
Yeah.